Hello watch lovers, you know what time it is. Here we have again on our Monday show. I'm pleased to say we're back live. We had a lot of people message that they hadn't seen us last week, obviously, as we recorded. So I have Gavin here with me today. Hi, Gav.
How you doing?
And Janilda.
Hi, guys.
Everyone's looking very suntan, Spence.
Yeah, sun's out, the watches are out, the short sleeve t-shirts.
Yeah,
that's it.
everybody got their arm tan going on.
Absolutely.
Nice.
I saw Janilda today in BQ Watches, and she was looking a little bit wobbly, like she'd had a big weekend.
I had a very long weekend, yeah. Spencer wasn't very happy.
We gave her the Saturday and Sunday off this week.
What's been happening this week at BQ Watches, Spencer?
It's been busy times. We're getting a lot of inquiries now for the new the releases that were in April. So people are starting to, talk about what's happening. We've got the Explorer 36 has come through.
Okay.
We've seen one of those. We've also got the Batman, haven't we, Hilda, on the Oyster.
Yeah, we're going to see something
Was
about
that the Pepsi
later.
No, it's the Pepsi.
It's the Batman.
Batman, yeah.
Well, that's just giving that away. That's just ruined that surprise.
So, yeah, look, like you say, the sun's out. I mean, what we always find, Gav, this time of year, people are looking with the short sleeve T-shirts, gold watches, bimetal subs. It's always a time
We've
we
sold
see.
quite a few of rose gold Rolexes in the last week.
I saw one go out the door today, actually.
Yep,
and gold GMTs.
beautiful one, yeah.
Okay, well, we're going to get on to gold later because that's our subject title. But first of all, to everybody, obviously, hello and welcome. Wow, my head does look shiny in these lights. Oh, it's great. That's a really good look. Remind me to get some powder on that next week. As always, pop some comments in below. Any questions you have for Spencer or Janilda, we'll do our best to get them all answered. I've got the screens here in front of me, and I'll do my best to keep an eye on all those things. Now, I hope everybody's had an opportunity to look at our Instagram over the past week because, as Spencer said last week, we pre-recorded a show. And Spencer, you're doing a very special giveaway.
Oh, the giveaway at the Summer Fair, yes. So I'm sure, guys, you've seen this. Basically, what we are doing is giving away this Tudor watch.
This Tudor watch
here.
Open
Hilda,
it up.
do you want to open it for me?
Let's have
there
a
we
look.
go. So what we've...
One lucky guy is going to win this.
It may be a woman as well.
Maybe a woman, yeah.
So with this, you've got to subscribe to our channel.
Yeah.
That's your Instagram channel.
The Instagram. And you'll be entered in a free prize draw, and totally free of charge, you'll be given this Tudor watch.
And if Janilda can get it out of the box, you'll actually be able to see it. Janilda, if you perhaps hold it up to your camera on the left of you up there. I know it's all over. So this is a GMT...
Black Bay.
Black
Bay 58.
It's beautiful, yes. No, sorry, the GMT.
The GMT.
The GMT. You don't even know what you're giving away.
They're quite similar. But I feel like this is a little bit more sporty.
Yeah.
That's gorgeous. So that's a £3,000 watch.
Yes.
You like the strap?
Yeah.
Do you?
I think it's different for summer. It's very
I'm sure if you ask Spencer nicely, he'll be able to give you a strap.
So it's even got stickers on it as well. Totally unworn, the piece.
Totally unworn, still stickered, a free giveaway. And as Spencer said, he missed out a couple of bits and pieces, which I'm just going to cover now. So you need to head to the BQ Watches Instagram at BQ Watches. You need to like the post. You'll find it in our where all our posts are. You need to like the post. You need to tag 3 friends who also like watches. And you need to share our story to your story. And lastly, and this is really important, you need to subscribe to That Watch Guy London on YouTube, because we will be checking all the channels to make sure everybody who's entered is entered correctly. I have been checking. There have been lots of people who have been entering via Instagram, but have totally forgotten they need to subscribe to our channel. And if your username is different, just pop us a message and we'll just check it all off. Yeah. We have a spreadsheet running and it's going to be drawn live.
I believe it's on the Saturday afternoon on the 3rd of July.
3rd of July. We're aiming for around 3 p.m, depending on how overrun you are with everybody.
Absolutely. That's at the Red Line.
We're going to give details of that just a little bit later on. But that's a beautiful, beautiful watch. And honestly, I've been telling all my friends and anybody that knows me to get themselves entered, because what a fantastic prize to win, and how very generous of you, Spencer. Right. You did an unboxing this week.
I did.
We won't say what it is, even though the cat may be out the bag. But this is one absolutely stunning watch. James, can you cue up the VT, please?
Hi guys.
Hi.
unboxing with you today. This is a very special one because it's a watch that just came out, so we're going to give you this.
And I don't think there's any in the UK.
No.
I think this might be one of the first ones, which is very exciting.
Yeah. Let's have a look. So the box is not the medium, it's the bigger size. That gives away that is a sport watch. And in this case is the new GMT Batman.
On the Oyster, which they've brought back, which I think they realised they had to.
They had to, but it's incredible how popular the Jubilee bracelet was, and we are very curious to see what's going to happen now.
Yeah.
If the Oyster is going to go back popular, the favourite one or not.
Let's see which one we get more inquiries about.
That's beautiful. That's the only one we've got in stock, guys. So if you are interested, just give us a call. And
it's brand new card, dated the 22nd of May. So
literally
less
few
than
days,
a month old.
Yeah, few days old.
Well, all I can say is, Janilda, that is one beautiful looking watch.
It is, and to be honest, I think, I'm not sure, we are the only one to have it. It's so difficult to find it in UK.
Yeah, I think Kaylee said it on the little VT there that you've got one of the only ones in the UK.
Yeah.
And by the way, Spencer, I'm prepared to give up my entire time if you bagsy me that watch right now.
You don't want that, yeah.
Talking of watches, I've just seen a few comments come in, and Derek Fox wants to know what's on the wrists. So let's start with you, Spencer. What have you got on today?
I've got this is an early 80s Sea Dweller. I've gone back to the vintage.
That's really lovely.
1665.
Plexiglass, nice.
Really lovely. And Janilda, what's on your wrist today?
Daytona, but
Wow.
this time is the black dial one, guys.
A black dial Daytona.
Which I don't mind for the evening. It's very nice.
That's a very, very nice watch, isn't it? That's absolutely gorgeous. Who wants to ask me what I'm wearing?
Come on, Gab, what you got on there?
Okay, I've actually got a real watch on today.
Okay.
Hang on, just show me the edge and see if I can guess it.
Go on.
I know what that is. I know what it is. Go on, I'll let you guess.
Frank Muller?
It
Correct.
is. So I will tell you, this is probably one of the only watches I actually really do own. I bought this in 2003.
Yeah.
It's a Frank Muller Master Banker. Do you like that, Janilda?
Yeah, I've seen
I was about to say, I'll swap for your Daytona.
I do like it.
It's
like
a bit
the
different.
strap. It's different.
Speaking of the strap, Spencer, it's actually broken.
Oh,
the thing's
we
worn
need
away.
a new one.
I need a new strap
we have to do that
with my family discount and all the rest of it.
But these were all the rage. 2000, 2006, 2000, everything. I mean, that's quite small for a Frank Muller.
Yeah.
I mean, when I bought this, I felt like it was quite big for a Frank Muller. And now it really does look very, very
probably
small.
one of the smallest. Yeah.
And let's be honest, it's probably about the worst investment I've ever made in anything.
Was it expensive?
Well, I think it was at the time. I actually can't remember. I think it was about £3,000.
Okay.
I think it was about £3,000, which I felt was quite expensive at the time.
Yeah.
But you're sitting there with watches that have just gone like that in value, and mine is literally probably worth about as much as these pieces of paper.
No,
Spencer, what's that worth?
It's probably worth 2,000 to 3,000 retail.
Oh, so I didn't do that
It's
badly. I
probably
managed to hold on to my money.
It's probably not too
after
bad.
nearly 20
it's a
years.
still piece, but like you say, at the time you could have bought a GMT or something at $3,000 or a sub. Hang on, in 2007, I sold someone a brand new sub date that was $2,500. To give you an idea, that is today worth $9,000. So it's gone up threefold.
Who's a master banker? Matthew Dale says a master beta. Ooh, that's really funny. Yeah, that's really good. Paul Oakley says, hi guys, hope you're all keeping well. Thanks. Great show. Jacob Kendall.
Hi, Jacob.
Hi, Jacob.
Our super friend. Evening BQ team. Love the regular schedule here on YouTube. Great to have you watching, Jacob, whilst you should be working. Last time I spoke to Jacob, actually, I believe I jumped in on the Instagram channel and he was sending us pictures from the golf course because I think his company were doing something and they were sponsoring it. So he was having a lovely day out on the golf course. We're all looking forward, by the way, to an invitation to your wedding, Jacob. Fantastic. So we've covered the unboxing. We know what's going on in BQ Watches. We have a couple of questions that have come in from Instagram this week. Okay, so let's start with question number 1. I'll leave it open to you guys. I think this probably could be for Spencer. T_M184. If storing a Rolex away for 10 years or so, do I need to pull the crown out?
Well, you could do one of two things. You could either do that. It's probably, and again, I would double check on this, might be better to put on a watch winder and just keep the watch moving. If you pull the crown out, it's not going to move, and my watchmakers would probably say that everything would dry up. So that wouldn't be great for it. I mean, at the end of it, you're going to need a service anyway.
Yeah.
But to keep the watch moving will probably keep it better balanced than pulling the crown, than just letting it sit.
And is there any one watch winder you guys sort of recommend over another, or do they all pretty much do a standard job?
They do.
I think they're the same.
It just depends on the room. The problem you've got with some of these watch winders, they're so large that unless you've got a big safe, how does it work? And then you need battery operated, because you wouldn't necessarily have power in a safe.
Well, I was having a little stroll the other day. It was a boredom stroll around Harrods, and I went upstairs and there was like a watch winder room. And I've never seen anything like it. It was like the inside of a safe, but the entire wall.
Really?
Oh, how much? 40?
Oh, just keep going. I think it was about 40 grand or something ridiculous. I mean, it was.
There are some incredible.
Yeah, some amazing watch winders.
But equally, you could probably buy a watch winder for a few £100.
Yeah,
it'll do the job.
And when you go abroad, Spencer, and you take watches with you, do you take a watch winder? Do you keep them?
No,
you don't. Do you keep any of your watches on a watch winder?
No.
Okay. There you have it from the expert's mouth.
Although
don't use a watch winder.
I do have the advantage of having watchmakers who, if they're not working, I get them.
Yeah.
But so probably to keep them in best condition would be a watch winder.
Yeah. So interestingly, I'm coming actually into BQ tomorrow again because I'm having a little session. I'm having a little Q&A with your watchmaker. Andy, yeah.
That's going to be interesting.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah.
And Andy's quite a character. He's managed to avoid all the cameras every time we've been in. And I asked him would he appear on the show, and he was absolutely up for it. So he's surprising me.
What are we doing? A casing or a decasing?
I'm not entirely sure, but he told me today it's all prepped and ready. It's a Submariner no date, and we're going to take it from there. Let's move to our next question. This is one I think we've had before. Distant Rooster, who's been on with us before. Your three favourite in production dress watches under $50,000 each. Wow. We're not big on dress watches, from what I understand.
Under 50,000. Well, you've got to have the Rolex Cellini without question. Then Patek.
How much is the Cellini?
Cellinis are £12,000 to £20,000.
I've sold one the other day for 13.
Yeah.
Beautiful piece.
That was the one that went out today, didn't it?
Yeah, white gold.
White gold with a blue dial.
That's a beautiful dress watch.
Really nice. Calatrava's got to be up there.
Yeah.
The Patek Calatrava. And what else would I say in dress watches? Probably the Gondola or some other model in the Patek.
Okay. I mean, we are loving Pateks at the moment. I know from all the fuss when they come in, and I know...
Oh, the Aquanauts.
The Aquanauts. I know you're making a big fuss of the watch you want at the moment, which is that beautiful Aquanaut.
Yeah, Aquanaut with the orange hand. Yeah.
Yeah. Managed to find one yet?
No. Still looking.
No luck.
Still looking.
Can I ask you a question? Are you going to be happy to find one, or are you going to sit there and think about how much it's going to cost you to buy it?
It's one of those things, isn't it? When you're looking for something, the hunt's better than the kill.
Yeah.
Then once you get it, it's like, I need to find something else now to look for.
The good thing about that, I guess, for you guys is you can just sell it on at some point, can't you?
But it's actually something I want, that piece.
Yeah. It is something you'll want and you'll keep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Next question comes in from Imaginarium. What do you think is the most underrated Rolex by current secondary price? So in other words, I guess that means a Rolex that's like lagging behind that you think...
not expensive.
Not expensive, but really could be the next little uplift that you think's great value.
Hilda? I mean, everything's had... I don't know. Everything.
Probably Datejust, I mean...
Actually, I think some of there's a few gold pieces like a Yachtmaster. Some of the day dates seem quite good value in relation to that are still discounted that are less than retail.
Yes.
Yeah.
I saw an interesting program on that actually the other day about one of the other chaps on a watch channel was basically saying, yeah, not everything trades at a premium. You can still get Rolexes, that are a discount from the ADs. Greggy Boy pops in with evening all, hope you're all well. Hi Greggy Boy, hope you are good. Next question is from Artisan Curation. If you were not a watch dealer, what other business interests you?
I'll be unemployed. What would I do?
Have you never thought about it?
I used to be a jeweller. I was a jeweller and also ran pawnbroking stores.
Yeah, but that's the similar,
It's similar in this industry.
Find an alternative job.
Yeah. It's something I've done all my life. Haven't really thought about it.
You've never thought, if I wasn't doing this, I'd like to... Well, I mean, I do remember a time, Spencer, back in the day where you had a little go on the life floor, didn't you? On the Financial Futures Exchange.
Yes, I was there for about 18 months.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you went...
But again, I suppose in some ways it's another form of trading, of buying and selling something. I think I've always had a love and a passion for cars and bikes. But watches is so much easier because... you can lock them away and safe. The logistics isn't as difficult with that.
Yeah. What about you, Janilda? If you weren't being tasked with Spencer's jobs every day...
Probably I would be a YouTuber.
You are a YouTuber.
I'm already one, yeah, but I can do better.
So how did you fall into BQ Watches? How did your job come around?
Well, I moved from Italy, and Spencer and at the time our manager Monda, she gave me an opportunity, and I said yes, why not? And then I started to love the job, and I'm here after 3 years.
What is it you did prior to this? What did you do when you did?
I used to study. It was basically one of my first experiences.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Okay, that's fantastic. You have a lot of fans, by the way. I'm just Spencer. I know you think you're quite good. Janilda has a lot of fans. There's a lot of people, a lot of you guys I see coming through Instagram, and a lot of comments coming. There's lots of marriage proposals.
Well, we're going to meet everyone at the summer fair.
As I said, I think the queue to meet you is going to be bigger than for any watch.
So they're not coming to see the watches. They're just
no one's coming to see a watch. They're all coming to see Janilda, and of course there are other plenty of ladies who work at BQ Watches. Spencer is surrounded by a harem of ladies. Let's get to some of the questions that are coming in live. Where are we? Okay, Graham Campbell. Hi guys, what is the better investment, yellow gold or rose gold Daytona, and what dial combination?
Interesting question. Interesting. They're both good. Really, with these sort of pieces, you need to buy what suits you, and with this, I had a customer today and they tried on both, and this customer just fell in love with the rose gold GMT. So it's not a case of what's better. You can be lucky or unlucky. No one knows how things are going to unravel.
A combination, I guess, is yellow gold Daytona with the green dial.
The yellow and green is stunning.
And on the rose gold, I would say
always
a chocolate dial.
Yeah, always the chocolate.
Yeah.
Always the chocolate dial.
Yeah. Although there's the green that's very good.
Well, I have seen that in the green prices.
But these go in cycles. You have periods where people are very understated, so they go for white gold or platinum. They don't want anything loud. Then some people like to show they've got yellow gold, and it is a louder. It certainly stands out, but yellow gold suits some people, and other people it's the rose.
Or what they're doing. I have got a feeling a lot of my customers, they're putting they're buying the Oyster Flex strap.
Yes.
So yellow gold or rose gold, but with the Oyster Flex, so it looks a little bit more simple,
Exactly. Today I had a good customer of mine come in who had the Yachtmaster in gold and wanted an Oyster Flex, again rose, with the chocolate, with the black dial, not the chocolate. Stunning.
Beautiful.
Stunning. But you put it on and you know
which one is the right one.
But I wouldn't say investment wise is much different in either of them.
Yeah.
Who knows 3-5 years time of where things will go. What'll happen is depends on how many pieces have been sold and what the market is. I mean, at the moment, the rose Daytonas are really sought after. Yellows aren't far behind. In terms of all the Daytonas, the yellow with the green is far outweighs any of the rows.
Any of the rows, right?
Yeah.
And just coming back to just Daytonas in general, I know there was there was a spike recently. Has that sort of steadied now?
Still
strong.
25 to 30,000.
Wow. Okay.
But this is what makes, for not much more money, to have gold, the gold quite reasonable.
Richie Rich 22 says, you guys have the best job in the world.
Oh, thank
in the
you.
world. That's pretty spectacular. The Aristocrat says the 116710LN.
Yep.
In my opinion, is the best value secondary market sports Rolex.
Yes.
Why do you think it doesn't get the same love as the Pepsi and Batman? You can find it cheaper than a sub sometimes. What is that, by the way?
It's true.
It's the GMT with the black dial and the green hand. Again, he's 100% right, but the GMTs were always behind subs. They were always behind. And now they've they have overtaken. All Rolex have just bought out this Batman with the
I guess
blue
it
and black.
has something to do, Spencer, with the GMT black on black being too similar to the Submariner.
Yeah, but it's always been similar.
If you want to get a GMT, you go for the Batman, no? Batman, Pepsi.
Yeah.
It gives you
But
more.
I tell you something, actually, talking on this just made me think about it. Something no one's really spoken about that's missed out. So if we go back to the older things, we had subs, black dial, black bezel, and that's how they were. We then used to have Pepsis, Coke, and black GMTs. So no one has actually mentioned what is missing today in the GMT. So a question here, I'm fast forwarding 10 months, April 2022. There needs to be a Coke ceramic GMT.
Yeah, that sounds
It's
amazing.
not out there.
Yeah.
Are you with me? It's been lost. It's just been pushed aside and gone.
I saw a Coke in your office actually the other day.
But this is the older.
Yeah, the older
an
one.
older model.
Which I thought was stunning.
Yeah. So that is something that I think everyone's forgotten about, and it hasn't been mentioned.
Yeah.
That's being held because it sort of disappeared for a number of years.
Raj G says the Oyster Flex, because of the ceramic bezel, gives a great contrast to the case and dial combinations.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. You agree with that? I'm not going to agree with the next comment. Mukball. Muller is a terrible watch. It tells the time, and that's all I need it for. And I will have to say, this is the first time I've put it on in about 10 years because it was sitting in the bottom of my drawer. So I still like the look of it, but thank you for that. It's a terrible watch.
Sure.
I'm going to trade it in with Spencer later and then do a monthly payment plan for something a little bit special.
Just going back to the Oyster Flex, something we've spoken about, it would be great if when choosing a watch, you could have an Oyster Flex with a gold bezel or with a ceramic bezel. If you could have little tweaks with your watch.
Jacob says, would love to invite the team to my wedding. Maybe Spencer can loan me a Daytona for the wedding.
No problem. Pay my flights, not loan you a Daytona.
There you go, Jacob. Get us all. In fact, there's 3 flights now. It's not just one. 3 flights. We're all in, and a Daytona.
Where is it? But ask him where his wedding is, by the way.
You ask him.
Jacob, where is it, please?
Yeah, let us know where your wedding is, Jacob. Derek Clifford, has the two-tone Daytona seen an upsurge in demand? And if so, has the price of these pieces also increased? The steel have just gone sky high.
Not as much as the steel, but it's very desirable.
Yeah, absolutely. They're not the same premiums of the steel, but still are trading over list. The blue and the black, hugely desirable.
Yeah. Neo says, why doesn't Rolex ever produce a watch with an exhibition back?
Well, they do. But there are watches with exhibition backs, but they're not by Rolex. They're the special edition, like the helicopter one we had. We had a helicopter that had a special back on it. There are certain things that they are done in conjunction with Rolex, but not entirely by Rolex.
I don't think it's their style. I don't think
it's in Houston, Texas.
Perfect.
The wedding, Houston. We've never been to Texas.
That sounds
yeehaw!
I think it would have to be at least business class flights, wouldn't it?
Hold on, is that like Dallas? We can go with
Dallas.
those big 10-gallon hats and JR and Miss Ellie and all that kind of stuff. You don't even know what Dallas is, do you? Do you know what JR and Miss Ellie is? No. It's an age thing, everyone.
I think we'd have to go for a week if we were going.
Yeah,
really.
Jacob, right, we're now coming for a week. Thanks
and we'll bring some watches so you've got something to wear.
And every day.
Just put the flights and the hotels.
We're in there. Phil T says, what are your favourite non-Rolex watches? It can't be all about Rolex. I agree with that. Patek Philippe Calatrava is a stunning watch. Calatrava is a stunning
absolutely.
watch.
I'm quite a fan of Cartiers, to be honest.
Some of the new
watches.
Cartiers are very nice. Yeah.
Omegas.
Audemars, Omega. One thing I do think, just talking on here, there's a brand that sort of customised Rolexes called Artisan, which we've seen.
Yeah.
Which are stunning. And I do think, see, on Pateks, you often get the chance to have a gold back or a glass where you can see the movement. And in some ways, I think that would be a great thing. As I say, this Artisan do it where they show the back and everyone knows now with the skeleton. For not a lot of money, a back could be created that shows the movement.
I got some really good news for you guys. Jacob has just said we're all actually invited to his honeymoon.
Oh.
Because it'll be honeymoon in Germany, going to Geneva and Italy. So we're having the US, Germany, Geneva, Italy. We're having
So he must be coming to the UK as well.
Wife
surely.
is not
You've got to be
happy.
flying to the UK and come and see us at BQ Watches. Williams Watches, Rolex Cellini Prince has an exhibition case back.
Yes.
It does.
And I would say it's one of the very few Rolexes that has
it.
Yeah.
Dean Jeremy says, I have a Rolex GMT Master 2 Ice I would like to sell. Should I use a specialist auction?
Can do.
Auctions.
Why would someone go to an auction as opposed to, for example, coming to you?
If they feel that they want to test the market and see what people will bid, by all means. But the thing you'll find on these, that you've got often quite high fees. So it means the end user has got to pay quite a lot of money for the
buyer
watch.
or the seller?
The buyer.
Okay, so it ultimately makes it probably just as expensive, but the seller gets a better price, I guess. Is that kind of the idea?
No,
Sometimes,
they don't,
not
because
all
they
the
don't
time.
get the fees. So if a watch were 10,000, you might find it's plus 20% plus VAT. So
wow, okay.
it'll be 2,500 in fees. So the auction house does very nicely because they've got nothing in it. The buyer's paying more and the seller's getting less.
Yeah.
But by all means, you can do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Failing that, do give Janilda
We can always
a call.
have a look.
Give
for
Janilda
you.
a call. They'll always do their best. Just going back to the question about other watches, I know we do cover Rolexes on here quite a lot. But interestingly, you cover everything. You have everything that comes through your hands. I mean, I've seen some exceptional watches this week. I know you had a Cartier skeleton come through. I saw a few Patek, and I've also seen quite a few APs, like 2 or 3 different APs coming. Really nice ones. Tell us about
the
those. Spencer.
chronographs. There's a 37 and a 41 mil chronograph. Some really nice pieces coming through. What you follow, Gavin, the Marvel of
Yes, I do.
So they're bringing the green, aren't they, and the blue pieces. Yeah, there's some great pieces. That glass shoot we had with the green dial.
That was a nice one.
Yeah.
Different, a different watch.
Just different,
If you want something different, it doesn't have to be Rolex.
No.
Williams Watches says the 5496 champagne dial is amazing. Johnny Nicola, how long do you envisage the Rolex hype lasting for? That's a good question, isn't it?
Very good question. It's driven by you guys.
Demand.
As I say, what we do is economics. It's driven by supply and demand. And at the moment, there are far more people wanting watches than there are of specific models.
Yeah. Jacobs just said, I'm not in the minority, but I love the Batman more than the Pepsi. The 126710 BLNR on Oyster is the way to go.
Yeah. It's a
Is
nice
that what we
one.
showed earlier?
That's what. Well,
I mean, yeah, that's an idiot question.
The model Jacob's talking about was the first one to come out. Then a few years ago, I think in 18, we had the Jubilee version.
And now they're back to
the Oyster, which people commented, is it Rolex way of saying we've made a mistake? Because they've now reintroduced. But what happened was, when the Jubilee was out, you could only get a white gold on Oyster.
Right.
But who knows?
Glenn Corkill, what do you think of new still Pepsi on the Oyster? Will it be as popular as the Jubilee? What do you think, Janilda?
I don't know. I mean, I feel that there is a reason why the Jubilee was so popular. It is a great piece. It's a nice watch, an everyday watch, and everything. I can see it getting popular, but maybe not as much as the Jubilee.
But the Pepsi was going for a few thousand more
Than the
than the Batgirl.
Batgirl.
Again, I think it depends on your football team as well.
Yeah.
If you're Arsenal or Liverpool, you're going to like the Pepsi. If you're blue, say Spurs or Chelsea, you can like the Batman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good analogy. Williams Watches, thanks for all the comments, Williams Watches. I really like the new Breitling Chronomats with the bullet bracelet. Have we seen one of those?
Not in the flesh. I've seen the picture of it.
Yeah.
But we didn't have one yet.
Yeah.
Right. Now, the subject of this week's show, I believe, was Rolex Gold. I have in front of me these things, okay? I'm going to throw these over to the team.
Are they socks or gloves?
Well, the last time someone brought out white gloves, they weren't going to handle what you're going to handle. Let's just say that, okay? We have brought in a selection of watches, okay? And when I've been in the shop and I've been... I still call it a shop.
When you first came, you wonder what these were for.
When we went into that meeting room, you put on a white glove, I got a little bit scared. Yeah, I got a little bit scared as to what was going to happen. But when handling gold watches, we thought it was obviously always prudent to be gloved up. Now, I've been taking care of your Instagram channel, and I've been looking at some of these watches. I'm going to tell you which one to pull out first, Spencer, because it's I've got a little order here, so I know what's going on. And I'm blown away actually by the gold, because maybe we're all getting a bit of summer sun and it feels kind of quite nice. And I'm thinking of one day maybe when we all get holidays again, how nice it would be to have a gold one. Let's pick out number one, which is the 2008 Rolex Submariner with the black face, the 116618LN.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, everybody. Got a
show
terrible
that.
cough.
Oh, you've got it there anyway.
I put a little... hold it up, Spencer. Hold up to your camera because everybody can have a little look. I think that is absolutely stunning.
That's beautiful. How old is that, Spen?
It's 2008.
That's 2008. I mean,
the condition
incredible.
is crazy. Yeah.
Open it up,
what
Spencer, and pop it on your
great
wrist.
on this as well.
Tell me what's great.
I don't know if I can see Spencer. Sorry, with yellow gold.
I don't. It's not really something that I do wear. Let's just take this off. So it's
Well, I'm just letting you know I'm taking off this piece of rubbish. I'm making way. I've got no gloves, but I'm making way for a proper watch on my wrist. This should be quite exciting.
Let Gavin have that one for now.
Oh, I'll have your cast-offs. Okay.
What's fabulous on this, and even on this here, so it's when they went ceramic. There's a great thing here. You've got an oyster clasp.
You sure this is real, by the way? It feels very light and tinny, doesn't it? I mean, seriously, are you sure it's not a fake? Someone told you?
No. So this you can adjust here. So see here, you can just snap that and just adjust. This is the glide lock. So you can push that so it can be adjusted. You've probably got about 20, 30 mil
to play with.
Wow.
To play with.
I mean,
So
I just think that is absolutely beautiful. Guys, in your comments, what's your favourite gold Rolex?
So here we have the 116618 on the black.
Sorry, I'm dying today.
That's beautiful.
It is. It's literally a stunner. Yeah, Jacob pipes up. It looks unworn. I mean, it really is in immaculate condition.
Is great.
Well, as with everything that we have, we always try and show watches, even if they're used in as new condition.
Yeah.
General Wombo's joined us. Hello, everybody. Come on, you gooners. Wow, I'm going to say it. There's not many Tottenham fans here, Arsenal fans here. Janilda, do you follow football?
I'm not into football.
You sure?
Thank you.
Could we persuade you?
Not my thing.
There, Janilda.
Let's have a little look at that. Guys, do pop in. What's your favourite yellow gold Daytona? Dean Jeremy says, rumours of a yellow Banana Man GMT Master 2. True or false?
GMT
Banana Man GMT Master 2. True or false?
Nothing that I've heard of, but...
No.
Yeah, Greggy Boy says, didn't know they had a guide lock on the 2008.
Glide lock, yep.
Yeah, amazing. Yep. Let's bring out the next one. The next one is a 2016 Daytona, reference 116528 with the white mother of pearl.
So there it is. So this is, in a lot of people's eyes, this is the most stunning.
Hold it up to your camera.
The dial is very, very special.
I mean, we've got a nice blown-up shot. That actually is the watch. I stole it, Spencer, from your website today. I hope you don't mind.
But with this, every time you look at this, with the mother of pearl, the dial looks different. It's like looking into the sea.
Yeah.
It just
Especially
changes.
with light, with the sun. It's
just
a nice
absolutely
piece
beautiful piece.
I haven't got gloves on. Is that really out of order to hold it?
That's fine.
Put the gold one on me. Come on.
That's more popular than the black, isn't it, Spencer? The white MOP.
Yeah.
And I can see it's got some diamonds on it as well.
It's MOP white with diamonds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm going to ask the horrible question. What does that sell for? Roughly speaking.
No, too small.
No, it's good.
The Daytona is in the region of, I think it's £39.
I mean, I have to say, Spencer, do you not think that looks unbelievable on me?
It does, actually.
Forget my shiny head and the shiny
No, it
things.
is.
It does look amazing,
again,
doesn't
the
it?
black shirt,
Shiny
and this is what it is. It depends
You're hard pressed
on
to get this back.
Okay.
Can we work it out?
I'm sure we
Payment
can do it.
plans?
I'm sure we can.
Okay, I mean, I do actually think that for not even an everyday watch, but I think it's absolutely stunning. And the mother of pearl, I saw you actually with Paul Thorpe last week, and you were trying to sort of give it away to him, and he didn't want it, and I was sitting there thinking,
Paul's after that special dial. He wants the Paul Newman dial.
He wants the Paul Newman dial, and
That's the only one he wants.
Yeah.
Okay, well, he'll have to wait for that one. I guess that's something.
Well, he
eventually-
wanted on the Oyster Flex, and someone came in.
Well, that was funny
and
because we
bought
were
it.
sitting having a pizza, weren't we? And he'd phoned up the night before to say, "I'm coming in. I want that watch." And then all of a sudden, somebody came
And
in with a bunch of watches to trade in.
And that was it.
And that was it. So you had to tell him, having driven 3.5 hours to come and see you, that there was a better punter for him for the watch than for him. Wow. Next up, we've got a 2021 yellow gold Daytona on a rubber strap. Okay, the 116518LN.
It's great.
Again,
Hold up your camera, Spence. Yeah, that's very lovely. And once again, that's got diamonds on as well.
Yeah, it's got diamonds. And with the black.
Greggy boy, Gavin, got to say,
That's a
suits
great
you,
piece.
mate. Wait, Greggy boy just said the watch suits me.
Okay.
That's got to be a good validation, hasn't it?
Yeah. Well,
Thanks, Greggy boy.
That means something.
Yeah, what do you think?
Give him your bank account details and he can deposit some funds.
Yeah, be my Nigerian uncle. Come to tell me I've won the lottery again. That's beautiful. I mean, that's another stunner. Personally speaking, I'm not sure if the diamonds just trip it over the edge for me for being a little bit.
Maybe more ladies. Maybe Janelle.
Maybe more of a ladies. Do you know to have a little look at that?
At the same time, the bracelet is very simple, so I don't think the diamonds are.
Jacob says, "I love the MOP and meteorite
bad.
dials. I feel like they each have a unique cut pattern."
No, I would definitely.
Well, you got the new ones coming out.
I
This
know.
is what everyone's very excited.
That is
which
exciting,
hopefully
actually.
in the next few months we'll have to show.
I mean, I heard you got the Batman in today, and I know it's not. We're talking about gold at the moment, but I shot down to your office so quickly to get some shots because I thought it does look stunning. That's gorgeous on the Oyster Flex.
Fantastic.
Really nice. I mean, generally speaking, I know a lot of people lock their watches away and they're saving them for investments, but that is an everyday wearing watch on that. Is Oyster Flex?
Yeah,
Oyster
the
Flex.
Oyster Flex makes the watch something that you can
Just
wear every
really
day.
easy.
You can't really. You can, but I can't see someone every day going
Yeah.
to work with this. Obviously not. But with the Oyster Flex, why not?
But when the sun comes out, gold is just
Yeah.
You wanna
So is
show
this
off-
like a seasonal thing? It's a bit like selling your convertible car at the start of the summer. If you sell it, at the
I
end,
certainly would, without question, when we hit sort of Easter, April, May, always buy metal subs.
Yeah.
It's always our selling of those watches is more when the sun is shining, without doubt.
True.
Yeah. Giza, I like the yellow gold Daytona with the Oyster Flex. And Williams watches yellow gold green dial Daytona for me.
Yeah.
That's a stunner, isn't it?
I think I've got a new one of those coming through.
Have you?
So I'll let you know when you can
give me
take some
the
pictures.
heads up for that one coming, and we'll get that out on the Instagram channel. Neo, has Rolex made a watch with a power reserve indicator, and what Rolex watch has the highest power reserve?
I haven't looked into this, but I'm pretty sure in the Cellini. I think they're Hilda.
I think so.
I think there's power reserve on some of the Cellini models.
Yeah,
Only
definitely.
maybe 72 hours.
Right, okay, 72 hours.
Yeah.
That's enough. I'm not saying I've saved the best till last, but number 4 in the box, let's bring that out. It's a 2021.
Do you think this is nicest?
I love this. 126618 LB, the Submariner with the
the
blue
blue.
face.
Yeah.
I think this is a killer.
And again, with this, they've changed.
Hold up to the camera, Spencer. We got a
Oh,
picture
yeah.
of it on screen, but
Beautiful.
I don't want people to think we're just taking a picture from the internet and showing it. These are Spencer's
Like what a lot of
watches.
people do.
Yeah. I mean, I took these from your website, as I said, but I actually forgot to put it on the list today, and I had it down on my paperwork, and thought, I better give a call in quickly to Kaylee to make sure it's in the box for tonight. But I think this is also stunning. So I
And
basically
the
want to
print on this dial has slightly changed. You've got like a white print which has changed from the previous model. Beautiful.
That's nice.
So, in short, Spencer, what I've done tonight is I've picked out the 4 watches that I want for the entire summer. Because no one's going away on holiday. It seems we're all going to be...
we can wear nice watches.
At least we can wear nice watches in rotation. So I've now got Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday sorted.
I mean, I've never really worn gold. But
have you not?
No, I haven't.
Isn't that funny?
Only because I'm forever chopping and changing and seeing customers and putting watches on. I'm just always.
Is that because you're chopping and changing? You don't want to, because gold's a softer metal.
I probably put on a dozen, 15 watches. Someone will come in, I'll just try it on or just look at it. And the watch I'm wearing isn't on my wrist the whole time.
The thing that amazes me about you, Spencer, is that you have an absolute love for these watches as well. You don't get bored of them. You don't see you genuinely. If you get a new watch coming, you genuinely love it as well. Don't you?
That's where I've changed to that. The Siege Dweller there, the vintage. So sort of, I just felt I wanted to change from a ceramic. I've been wearing the Hulk for a while. I've had the Submariner, Yachtmaster 2, just to change it round. But now, and I'm speaking with a few people on this, my honest belief is, and we went to the Frank Muller's where things were enormous, I think the target size is 36 to 40 mil. That's what I think.
Is that because you've got little baby girly wrists?
No, that's true. I have got a little baby girl wrist. But for the main, that's the size. There are certain people who want the big 43s or the Audemars. They do like the Legend in 40, but they're enormous. Yeah. And you will have a few bit, but in the main, 36 to 40 mil, it's not all about how big it is. They just sit right.
Yeah.
Williams Watches says, I want to see Rolex introduce green malachite dials again.
Oh, beautiful. Not many people mentioned him. Well, I'll mention to him here. The other thing, I've got a date just with a blue diamond sodalite dial, which is on our website. I think it was on at 6,950. Not many people will know, but this is again natural stone. So you got malachite, you got sodalite, you got lapis lazuli. I recently had a customer send a lapis lazuli dial.
That's easy for you to say.
Which is sorry.
That's easy for you to say.
It's something that's like a bit of stone, a bit of marble. So they sent it in and they mentioned, oh, the dial's damaged. Can we have it restored? And I had to tell them, like, that's how it is. It's natural stone. So it had like a bit of gold in it. And they thought the dial was damaged and wanted it repaired.
Dean Jeremy says, Janilda, is it foolish choice to buy an expensive Rolex with a rubber strap on?
Absolutely not. No. I don't think so. I think it's a watch that you can wear every day. It's very, very comfortable. You feel great with it. No, I think you should buy it if that's what you like.
Tim Blackford says, good evening and thank you for entertaining us this evening. You're most welcome.
Tim, he's always following.
Can I invite your comments on the 41mm two-tone Submariner bluesy? What do you think about a bluesy, Janilda?
I love it. I said on the other show. It's one of
well,
my
it's
favorites.
the same. It's the same dial as what we've got in this.
Yeah.
Same bezel. Absolutely,
actually,
it's a great
with the blue
watch.
dial, I prefer the bimetal than this. I really like how it looks like.
JP59 Rolex Day Date 40 Rose Gold Olive Dial Absolute Summer Watch.
Beautiful.
Yeah, really stunning. What's happened with the OPs, by the way? Have you seen? Are they all gone? Are they
a lot of them are gone. Again, people are still trying to collect the different colours. Yellow's a little bit more difficult to get hold of.
Yellows now, because it was red.
Tiffany's have gone. You know, they're active. They are very active. Yeah. Just going back to what you mentioned on the comment there on data, I am so torn between the green or the brown.
Are you?
I'm with the green.
You're the green.
My favourite, yeah. And also my customers, they are always looking for that.
Stop everyone.
Go on.
I'm just saying, what are the chances that I have this watch today and there's a chap on here whose name is Frank Muller? Frank Muller says, good evening all. Welcome, Frank. I've got one of your watches. It's probably spelt differently. Mine probably says Frank Miller. But thank you. Welcome to the show. Adil Khan, I want to see the lapis lazuli dials.
Lapis lazuli.
Yeah, lapis lazuli.
Lapis lazuli. Sorry, this wasn't a dial on a Rolex. It was a lapis lazuli on a Piaget, that came in. They said the dial has been damaged. Can you restore it? But they didn't realise it was an original stone. But you can see the sodalites on the. But the malachite is a beautiful piece.
Ian Cooper says, good evening, guys. Good evening, Ian. Greggy Boy 76. Yellow gold with a coloured dial is just a bit too bling for me. The black face, gold sub and GMT are more wearable than the respective blue and green dials. Subjective, of course.
Yeah,
I think that's quite right. I mean, it's horses for courses, isn't it? It's what floats your boat.
And that's why the rows are slightly a little bit more toned down.
Yeah.
Now, we've obviously been actively looking again at the Rolex group on Facebook, where we're always sort of putting up watches and dealing with people's questions, and we're really active as a team on there. It's been great. James, I believe we have a VT of some of the really nice photos that have been sent in again. Takes me back to my childhood, a bit of Take Heart. Those that are English and of a certain age will know exactly what that is. So let's cue that VT, James. Arnim has taken these gorgeous shots.
That's incredible.
Yeah. And this is Bernadette Gomez, Time in Motion. She is a popular contributor to the Facebook group. Yeah. And that's really, see the one on the right?
Amazing.
Cherry Coca-Cola. Here we go. Bruno Pignano. Not sure about the green coupon mustard. And there's Dean Nash also.
I love that one.
That's gorgeous, isn't it? And there's Ian Cooper who just made a little comment.
Oh, that's nice.
Look at that.
Nice collection.
Wait till you see the last name,
lovely.
everybody. Isn't that, guys? That's cool. Look at this last name. Anybody know how to say that? That was a very cool picture. That was lots of fun. So to anybody who likes a bit of photography, you've got a little watch collection, please do send in your photographs to us. We'd love to showcase them on the channel here. We do enjoy seeing all the creative stuff that comes through. Spencer, you have your own in-house photographer, don't you, Yuri?
Yes, we do.
Goodness, do you keep him busy?
He's in at the moment sort of 3-4 days a week.
Yeah.
Just photographing, getting things ready for the website.
Jacob says, we'll be interested to see, I can never say this, Einen Kiesel dial.
I know, exactly. I knew someone was going to bring that up.
The Einen Kiesel. Evil Knievel.
The Einen Kiesel dial is, again, like stone. This is, again, like the malachite. It's a natural piece of stone that's been used in the dials.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's not sprayed. So it's not, everyone will be slightly different with this because it's real stone.
Yeah, so they're all individual.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Mark Parry says, why are all the Daytonas 1165 20s disappearing? What's going on? What is that?
Economics, supply and demand.
No, I meant what watch is it? I mean, that's
the Daytona with the steel bezel.
With the steel bezel.
Steel bezel.
Yeah.
So that's
pre-ceramic.
Yes,
Yeah.
pre-ceramic. Correct.
And why are they disappearing?
Pre-ceramic after the Zenith. That's what everyone wants. The whites, the blacks.
Difficult to find. They keep them because they want to sell them maybe in 20
But
years.
again, they're discontinued. The ceramic is a current production model, and that's the one that's...
You can find more.
But if you look, I mean, some of the Zeniths are huge money now.
Yeah.
So this is just after the Zeniths.
Yeah. Spencer, do you think Rolex will do the OP colours in any other models? But
Yes.
you wish they would.
No, I think you will, over the next few years, they'll probably discontinue and they'll bring out some new OPs, new colours, and may tweak the sizes a bit.
I mean, it does feel like these OPs are on such limited supply, aren't they? I mean, in terms of what's happened to them price-wise, which tells you there's a big squeeze on them, and people are definitely buying them as investments to hold on to them rather than wearing them. But it's interesting. I wonder if Rolex really does look at the marketplace and thinks, this is fun. Let's go with some really wacky colours.
Controlling it, absolutely.
Yeah.
But they discontinued the 39 and made it a 41. I have a good mind. I think they could go back to a 39.
Okay. Siddharth Shinde says, why is there such a big price difference between the steel gold and gold watches? Is it warranted? Thoughts, please.
Sorry?
Why is there such a big price difference between the steel and gold watches? Is it warranted?
It's a question for Rolex, really. That's always been... I mean, steel is sort of 6,000-7,000. List, we've got bimetals up at 10.
Yeah.
12, 14, 15 on root beers, and gold is up at 30, in the region of 30.
Yeah, this one is heavy.
Is it warranted?
Solid gold.
The gold content in it is probably £5,000
In the watch?
in the watch.
Wow, okay. By weight?
As a rough guess, I'd
Right.
say 4,000 to 5,000 on sort of but it's the finishing, it's the handling, it's the manufacturing, it's all of those things.
John Smith says, when's it a good time to polish a two-tone GMT 116713LN? I've had mine for over 3 years and it has quite a few scratches. Will a Rolex polish affect the value a lot over unpolished?
No.
Not
Again,
really.
with all these things, we have many customers asking. My view is, if you're happy with the watch, just wear it. If it needs service, if it's running, don't worry about the service, the polish. If it's at a stage where you feel that you want it freshed up, then get it polished. But it's not saying you don't want to be polishing these things yearly.
No.
You know?
Does it wear away the metal then?
You're taking off a minute amount, but it does. It does, without question.
And
but
it really depends how much you wear it. If you wear it every day for 3 years, yes, I think you should give it a polish. Why not?
Yeah. And it depends how you wear it.
Yeah.
As always, guys, if you are enjoying the channel, then do like, subscribe, share, and everything else. I'd like to personally thank the person who told in the comments the other day that it's the worst produced show he's ever seen and how not to make a YouTube show. And I thought that was really exceptionally lovely.
Really?
Oh, I thought it was really nice. Yeah, I'm just going to put it out there. I thought that was really charming and lovely.
Well, we don't. No
but
one's
what I
forced
would say to anybody who wants to make some comments is, on a positive side, if there's anything you'd like to see on the show, do just let us know. It's in kind of my control to make sure that these guys turn up with a minute to go and put things together. So if anything you'd like to see, anything you really enjoyed in previous shows, do let me know. You can pop it in the comments. We see everything. Spencer and I go through everything on a weekly basis, and we love hearing what you guys have to say. It does mean a lot to us when we see some good and bad feedback, because that's what's going to shape the show always. We're still a work in progress. I might have a punter for you here, Spencer. Adil Khan, I love Rolex Everose. I'm currently in the market for a Yachtmaster 40 on Oysterflex or GMT root beer two-tone. This will be my first gold Rolex, not a fan of yellow gold or white gold.
Okay.
Which one can you sell him, Spence?
Okay.
We've got them both.
Got them both.
Got them both.
Give us a call tomorrow, 9
Adil Khan.
o'clock. We'll see what we can find for you.
9 a.m. on the button. These guys will be fastest fingers first. P. Dean, it might be relating to a previous comment. When will the price rise happen in the UK? But I'm not sure what that... Well, that's gonna,
as in Rolex price rise.
Related to.
Oh yeah, I guess it could be. Oh, well, PD, why don't you just pop up and let us know what the question actually related to? Williams watches. I really love the OPs when Rolex released the grape dials in 2015, and no one paid attention to them back then.
Well, now because it's discontinued, we've got a couple in stock, and the grey as well. Totally agree with him. There's also the white. They were beautiful pieces, but sometimes people don't realise at the time. And then when they become discontinued, then they look back and say,
yeah. Greggy Boy 76 says, haters gonna hate, but we love everybody.
Thank you,
we're peace and love for everybody. That's no problem. Phil T, let's see some different brand watches brought on the show. We are absolutely going to do that, Phil. We have had different watches. We always seem to get sidetracked back to Rolex for some.
So we'll bring some Omegas, Cartier.
Yeah, we got a whole. In fact, that's what I'll do next week.
Okay.
Next week we'll have a whole completely different lineup.
Rolex.
Jacob says Rose Gold GMT, no question. Dean Jeremy, is it safe to wear the Platinum Pearl Master in the jacuzzi? Hate leaving it in the locker. Well,
again, all of the if everything's looked after and serviced, there's no reason why you can't wear any of them in the jacuzzi, in the shower. Absolutely.
Okay, Johnny Nicola, thoughts on the IWC Mark 18 L or Ellie? L or Ellie? Sorry. And now Spencer's not going to know what it is either.
I don't know what it is.
Okay. That's real honesty for you. Spence has not got a clue what an IWC Mark 18 L is. Okay. Petit Prince.
Oh, the Petit Prince.
Now he knows.
The Petit Prince. Yeah.
I think it's nice.
It's nice.
We had one now.
Yes, we had one recently.
Piece.
Siddharth has liked and subscribed. Love from India. Peace and love to you.
Thank you.
We love you back. Gary Coburn. Vacheron Constantine overseas. The next big thing.
Yeah, it's a great watch.
Tell me about it.
It's the chronograph of the Vacheron, but again, not as many people follow them. But maybe in time they will. But it's a really nice piece. Really is.
Excellent. We are just about running out of time once again this week. Spencer's got to get off because he's playing poker on a Monday night. Don't tell everybody, but he plays poker every Monday night, which is why we had to move the show to a Monday night. He goes straight here, out for a quick bite to eat, and then hopefully takes everybody's money to bring back to the shop tomorrow. John Smith just pops in with, which of the meteorite dials from the Daytona will appreciate the most, do you feel? We just want to see one, don't we?
We just want to, absolutely. Absolutely.
When do you anticipate seeing those coming through?
I think just after summer. It's normally September, October, but it just depends when Rolex Factory want to start producing them and get them out.
Yeah. PD, Vacheron Overseas Skeleton Pink Gold.
Very nice.
Very, very nice. John Smith, what do you guys feel about the Patek 5968G blue dial? Will this be a difficult watch to acquire?
Probably.
On all Pateks.
All
the
Pateks
are
yeah.
very difficult to get hold of.
But give us a call. I'll have a look, see what there is out there for you.
Absolutely. And for anybody just joining us, I just want to mention for one last time, because I just can't believe, Spencer, that you're so generous. And that watch was being given away before Gavin just dropped it. We're good. We're all good. Okay. So you
win this watch, guys.
Hold up to your camera. Do not forget.
Whatever you have to do.
Yeah, do not forget to check out our Instagram channel and find the post that has this special giveaway that Spencer's very lovingly given to one lucky winner.
It's got stickers on it, and Hilda, so it'll be fine.
Yeah.
It's got stickers on it, it'll be fine. So you have to win this £3,000 watch, you have to like, subscribe to our channel, all the usual, tag 3 friends, and at
the summer fair.
And at the summer fair. Before we go, Spencer, just tell me where we're at with the summer fair, because you're starting to get nervous now. It's only around the corner, and all your fans are going to be there.
Not at all. I actually can't wait to see all you guys. Everyone's registering. We've got a lot of things going on. Come and join us for a drink. Register for the watch. We're going to be there Friday the 2nd and Saturday the 3rd. So, just looking forward to seeing everyone. And
it's going to be fun because, we're going to be doing some Instagram lives literally while we're there. It's a bit like the Antiques
Roadshow.
Yep.
As well, if you've got anything to sell, you can bring your gold, watches, diamonds, anything like that. You can come along. And, it'd be great to see everyone.
Yeah. What I would say is, we mentioned this before, if you're thinking about bringing a watch in that you would like to sell, it could be a good idea just to give us a little heads up so we know what's coming in, because I think that could be useful for everybody.
Yeah, or a part exchange, we can make a deal.
We'll be doing part exchange if you want to buy anything.
Yeah.
All our watches will be there to show.
Okay, I'm going to take a couple of last questions. MRE, Taste the Hot Rod. Are Daytonas 116520 APH style worth more than others?
They're worth more than the non-APH. Also, very popular ones, the Chromolite is very popular. That's where you got the silver rings, and they're quite sort of lively is the word with the colour. But if you saw it, you'd know exactly what I'm talking about.
Phil's just popped in with the watch is only worth £2,000 now that I've dropped it. I just like to state that
we include a service with that.
Yeah, it's absolutely perfect. I'm just obviously not used to handling lovely things.
It's fine.
Williams watches. My favourite skeleton is Patek 5180. I know that watch. That's an absolute stunner, isn't it? Absolutely gorgeous. Greggy boy, I know, Greggy, you're coming on Friday, staying at the Red Lion, so going to have a few halves. We could all be in a mess, couldn't we, by the time it gets to Saturday, to be fair. And it's going to be great fun. And Jacob, thank you very much for joining us. Jacob, I know you can't obviously be over for the show, but I have promised Jacob.
He could come over on a business visa, could he not?
We'll ask him if he can get over, Jacob. Otherwise, I have saved a little lucky bag for him.
Put it out there. If Jacob flies over, I'll put him up in the hotel. How's that?
Yeah. Well, hold on a second. He's putting all 3 of us up to go over to see him. And we're going on his honeymoon. I mean, I'm so excited. We're looking forward to that, Jacob. But there's going to be a little goodie bag for people. And we won't give away what's going to be in there. But
nope.
There's something we've been working on.
A few bits we're working on. Absolutely.
Very cool.
We're very much looking forward to that. And also, Paul Thorpe's joining you.
Paul Thorpe's going to be with us. Yeah.
Okay, guys, that's it for this week. Thank you very much for joining all of us. It's been great fun as always. I promise you next week we're going to bring in something completely different for everybody.
Absolutely.
I'm going to think of another little game show for Spencer just to test him, and for Janilda, because actually I quite enjoyed last week. That was quite good, and I came out quids in, I think. So it's always good to walk away from here with some money. Don't forget, as always, to like, subscribe and share. Press all the buttons. Spencer, over to you to balls up the outro.
Let's go. Thank you, guys. Thanks for joining us. And remember to like, subscribe, and we hope to see you soon next week.
See you next week.
If you haven't dealt with us yet,
it's only a matter of time.